We're inside the vehicle now, and as you can see, this is not pretty whatsoever. This stuff gets in my eye all the time, and honestly, it makes the car look uglier than what it really is. So I think it's time to fix it. I've never done this before, but apparently everybody on TikTok said it's not that difficult, but we have a lot to fix. As you can see, we have so much, and we're just gonna start removing things here and there. I've never done this before. I'm assuming these will have to come off, and all these plastic pieces, and this. I think I'm gonna start with these, and I might even get some black ones from the junkyard. I've seen a couple of these. Take that off as well and all that. And yeah, man, it doesn't seem too hard. It just seems very annoying, but I need to take this off in order for me to see how long of fabric I need, so I can take it to Walmart and get something similar or measure it. Who knows? But yeah, our mission for today is to do that. We're also gonna fix the two other issues, which should be easy. Just put like a bigger clamp on my axle, put some thread sealant on that K-Tune Power Steering Elite, and start removing this bad boy. So I'll probably put you guys in time lapse and start removing this. So let's go. The headliner is finally out, and honestly that was very, very annoying to do. You have to practically remove everything. So if you look inside Gundam, she's officially bare. Ow, this is hot. She's officially bare, and honestly I was contemplating keeping it like that, but honestly I like having the headliner. We had to remove practically every panel and everything. It was very, very annoying. Now we have the headliner right here. After posting that video on TikTok, everyone told me that if you want the headliner to actually, if you want to put a new headliner, you actually have to remove the foam, all this foam stuff on here, otherwise it's not gonna stick. Luckily I got lucky, because in most cases they said to grab a drill to take it off, but mine is like a sheet and it's coming off. So I got very lucky there. So I'm just gonna peel it all off, and then we can lay some new fabric on top, glue it together. I was even thinking of stapling it together, but I'm not going to do that because I think it'll look a little bit ghetto. And then yeah, throw it back in there, man. It's literally just a piece of cardboard with foam on it. Well boys, it's about a day. I couldn't find any material for my headliner. I finally found it, but it's kind of hot out here. I don't want to be inside the car doing this, even though I could get the fabric and completely take it off. So let me just show you. We do have the fabric, so that's gonna sit there for a while because we were gonna do it today, but we got another package in the mail. And a lot of you guys are always telling me, Irving, clean up the Civic, clean up the Civic. We're gonna start cleaning up the Civic. We have carbon fiber fenders on the way. I want to get the carbon fiber hood for this thing as well. Insane shaft axles, VMS drag wheels, drag pack. But we're gonna start with the simple things, and we're gonna simply add a simple lip to the front of Project Gundam. This thing looks very plain, as you can see here. So I actually raised this side here. We're gonna add on the lip, which should be pretty easy. And what I love about this is you even have the indentions on the bumper. As you can see, we have two small indentions. That's where you're gonna screw into the bumper as well. As you can see here, we have two indentions. Should be pretty easy. So we're gonna throw it on, and hopefully this thing looks a tad bit better. A lot of you guys don't know how good you got it, man. It's like 110 degrees out here. I don't have any shade whatsoever. But we gotta make it work, man. We gotta make it work. We're taking off the wheel because we just want to make a little bit extra room. for the drill. Man, Milwaukee does the job. Too good sometimes, honestly. But what we're going to do should be pretty easy. Like I said, again, this is already pre-drilled. It has 2 holes here, and there's 2 holes here as well. So that's as simple as it gets. Literally, the holes, do they match? Yeah, they do. They match pretty spot on. So there's the lip, man. This thing should be pretty good. So let me install this lip, and then I will show you how it looks. But so far, it looks like it's going to fit. It's on, and honestly, it took like 10 seconds, but I'm sweating like a pig because it's like 110 degrees. But as you can see, she's done. Instead of doing the headliner, I decided just to quickly install the lip. This lip fit perfectly, honestly. 0 complaints for this lip. Like, look at the fitment. Super tight fitment. 4 screws. You had to flex it a little bit, which I don't mind because it just gives it better fitment. But overall, this thing came out pretty freaking sick. Check it out. And we have the little vents on the bottom. Man, this thing is rad. This is time to install the headliner. We pretty much have everything. We have the fabric, we have the headliner itself, and we have the glue. We ended up going with Permatex, so hopefully this stuff is good. That's the only stuff they had. And never done this before, but we're just gonna give it a try, spray it, let it kind of cure a little bit, then lay it. Like, honestly, I don't even know. So I'm not even gonna act like I know what I'm doing. We're just gonna throw it on there, let it sit throughout the day, and then we'll install it later today. So let's get the spraying, and hopefully this turns out somewhat decent. This stuff is so sticky, really sticky, but it seems like it's gonna do the job, so we'll see. Let me see.
You're so much better at it than I am.
Honestly, what we're doing, guys, is we're just spraying it like crazy on the part we want to cover, and also spraying it on top of the fabric, letting it get a little tacky, and then we're placing it on top and smoothing it out with our hands. And so far, it's coming out pretty good, man. So I'm really happy with... Oh, don't tell me it.
Oh no, I was just weak. It just needs on that other edge over there.
Well, boys, we have the headliner drying, so we are finished with the headliner. I'm probably going to install it when it cools down a little bit, but in the meantime, we're just going to keep installing mods, and we literally have another one just sitting in front of me. Here in front of me, we have a traction bar for the Civic. When I took it to the track, I noticed this thing had a crazy amount of wheel hop off the line. I didn't feel comfortable launching the vehicle. I thought I was going to break my axles, and I did damage one. The boots are ripped, so I have to fix that as well. So we're going to install a traction bar. Apparently the traction bar is going to help with the wheel hop, and a lot of people tell me that installing this on the Civic is going to change it dramatically and make it very fun to drive, and overall it's going to get rid of most of the wheel hop. We're going to see if that's true. I got a cheaper version. The one I got was 150 bucks, so it's 3 components. It's this big bar here, and then we have these ones that are adjustable. These hook up to, I think these hook up to the wheels. I honestly don't know. We're gonna have to jack the car up, and then we'll figure it out. I know these hook up to the stock location where the tow hooks are at, but for everything else I have no idea. So we're just gonna play with it and see how it goes. I've never installed one of these, but I mean, how hard could it really be? I did a case swap. This should be cakewalk for me. So enough talking, let's jack up the car and let's find out. After doing a little bit of research, this actually doesn't seem very difficult. So let me show you exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm going to show you briefly, but this doesn't seem too hard. So this right here is going to attach to where your stock tow hook goes. And then this bar is going to follow. If we go underneath the car, I'll show you. So the big bar is going to hook up to the tow hook location, which is right here. This is the tow hook location there. I don't have any bolts. In that one over there, I do have a tow hook. And then it's going to run to, if I'm correct, it's going to hook up to this right here. This arm right here. You're going to take this arm. The bracket's going to sit on that, I believe. Or it's this one. One of these two. It might be this one or this one, but it's one of these two. I'll do more research. But to start it off, I'm gonna start by installing the bar. So let's get rid of that tow hook over there. We got the tow hook bolts off, and here's the tow hook. This thing has seen better days, super crooked, but that's off. Now we're gonna slide this in and we're gonna hook it up to these bolts here. Should be pretty easy, I would say. And this is gonna hook up to the actual control arms of the vehicle, and then everything gets tightened up. All of these are super loose. Like, I did not tighten anything. I want everything super loose in case I want to switch a couple things, because you know, you just never know. So everything's very loose. Even this is very loose. Literally everything is very loose. We're gonna keep it loose just to make sure everything is where it's supposed to. So enough talking, let's get to working. So I took this whole setup apart, even took my wheel off just to show you how it goes. You're gonna remove one bolt that goes here on the actual arm, which I have it right here, and you're gonna take a nut that goes here, and this bracketry literally should slide in like so. As you can see, both sides are completely connected, and then you just simply use the hardware you just took off, put it right where it belongs, and you're pretty much good to go. So I'm gonna tighten the whole thing. Now that this thing is tight, I'm gonna tighten everything together, and then I will show you the finished results. But yeah, this is pretty much all you have to do. So pretty easy. Well, boys, it's about an hour later. We do have the whole traction bar installed. You can see the shininess on the bottom of the vehicle. That was actually pretty annoying. When I first got this vehicle, it was in an accident and nothing really aligned, so I was kind of fighting for it to kind of install properly. I finally got it. I couldn't put all 3 bolts. I ended up using 2 on each side, which I think is more than enough. But we do have the traction bar installed, which means we can finally, and it's so hot, I don't want to be out here, we can finally install the headliner. We're gonna slide it into place and then start bolting this back together. And man, this thing is gonna drive pretty awesome, because I fixed the grease problem in the rear. I ended up putting a different clamp on the boot, so that's fixed. We do have the brand new lip, we have the traction bar, and now we have the headliner. So let's go install it. I'm talking too much, it's hot, I don't want to be out here. I'm gonna show you how it looks once it's already installed. Well, boys, it's the next day. We finished the headliner. She came out so freaking nice. Like look at this, this thing looks almost brand new. The only thing I don't like is the actual like interior color, the gray interior color. This is really ugly, because it just doesn't flow right. If it was black, it would look beautiful, but man, she came out so good. She was a pain to put in, but totally worth it. Would I ever do this again? Probably not. Probably not. This was such a pain to do, and like force it in there and being fragile at the same time, because you don't want to ruin the cardboard. But I mean, look at this. She came out beautiful. She came out so good. So yeah, man, the Civic is coming along. This was actually a great video because we got so much done. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment something nice. I'll see you guys next time.